And remember, nothing is true, and everything is permitted. Follow the creed.
All right, partner. You know what time it is.
Let's go crazy! Crazy!
Welcome everybody to another edition of the Game Fix podcast. I am Verlaine.
I'm Link.
Definitely not Dave. Dave's on vacation, Link's filling in. You can check out our website, gamefix.ning.com. Everywhere on social media at GameFix Show. Just type it in. Anywhere you go, you find us. And if we're not there, let us know, and we'll be there next time. I promise.
Yep.
We got a lot of stuff to cover today, especially not with Dave not here. I want to cover all the stuff before he gets here, so then he doesn't have anything to cover. Big Overwatch news. There's always something about Overwatch in the news. We got a lot of stuff Overwatch to cover. Nintendo Switch is being sued. What would a video game week be without Nintendo doing something stupid? Got some Raiders of the Broken Planet news. Some good news if you're interested in the game. GameStop, they're ending the Circle of Life, which is kind of weird. I don't even know why they would name a program the Circle of Life. That sounds very impactful. Something life-ish.
Yeah, it sounds like something like from The Lion King.
Yes, and by them ending it, is our planet at like I don't know. And then For Honor,
the same day there's a solar eclipse.
Yeah, isn't that weird? For Honor, they are, I guess, pissing some people off again. I'm one of them.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be real neat. And then I don't know. We're gonna start the show off how we always do. What we've been playing. I can start. I'll make it quick.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. All right, I played a lot of demos, and every game that I'm about to mention is on Xbox One, either in the game preview section or in the demo section. First off, did you play Conan X Isles?
No, I haven't tried that yet.
Try it. It didn't wow me. It's in the preview program. You get a 1-hour trial of it. You just spawn in the desert. I skipped all the story because I didn't know if it was one of those trials that counts that as the time played.
Yeah.
And you're just in the middle of the desert, and I guess your first mission is just to find water. And I never found water. It's a 100% survival MMO. It looks like it could be cool, but not for newcomers, I guess.
High learning curve.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's okay. Maybe it'll get better. It is only in the preview stage. Surfing World Series. I thought this game
I tried that.
was going to be really, really sweet because it would have been the first surfing game since California Games.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't understand it. That's why I could say I didn't like it.
It's like a glorified mini game.
Yeah, it seems like you have really no control over what you do. It's just events almost that happen.
Yeah.
And then NHL 18, they added something pretty cool, I think. It's the 3-on-3. So
yeah, I like
an
that a lot.
Arcade-y. That's the only part that I played of this beta because every year I play the NHL beta. I think 3-on-3 is really a cool addition because I like hockey games. It's like the only sport that I really like playing. And that's probably, otherwise it is just an NHL game. It's the same as all the other ones.
I got my ass handed to me on the online 3-on-3. Like, I thought I was pretty good at hockey games, but I am not at all.
I didn't play online. I played against the computer. I didn't understand how some goals cost more. Like, some goals will be like 4 points, but then some goals are negative points.
I didn't know there were negative goals.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because there was, I don't know, I didn't understand. I didn't understand the point system that made it like arcade.
Yeah.
And then finally for me, and it's not even a game that I've been playing, but it's a game that was probably Dave and mine, but I don't know about you, most anticipated game, period, to come out. And that's Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard the beta came out for that.
Well, see, they have their betas, the alpha is going out in waves. It's a technical
Okay.
alpha. And I actually got an email to join the alpha, and I was like so excited. And I'm reading through the email, and it turns out you have to join the Insider Club, which
Ooh.
sounds kind of cool, but I've had my issues, and I've expressed them on this podcast.
Yeah.
The preview, it used to be called the preview program. It's so bad that I am not going to put it on my Xbox for this game that I am so excited to play. That's how bad it is. Like the Insider Club will somehow just inconvenience you. Whether it's every single day you turn on your Xbox, you have to update it, and the update takes like 30 minutes. So you can't jump into games while you're on this.
Oh, that's horrible.
If something can happen, they have bugs in these, like that they release a lot of games exclusively on this preview program and updates. These updates can brick your Xbox, and it's okay because you joined it and you sign off your Xbox. And trust me, like my Xbox has gotten to points where it's almost been inoperable because of this program.
That's horrible.
If you remember when I was on it and I bought Overwatch and I was in the preview program, you weren't. We couldn't game share Overwatch. The only game
Yeah,
we
yeah.
wanted to game share, we couldn't do it until they pushed the whole thing out. Now, I could have left the program, but to do that, it takes me, I think I had to uninstall no. I had to reformat. You have to reformat your entire Xbox. So erase everything and restart it and then get the updates up till whenever you do it. And it was a huge hassle, and it's not worth it. So best of luck to you if you get the email and you feel like it. But it's kind of weird that they would make you join this program to play this game. They did that with another game, and it's called Titanfall, which turned out pretty good. But the fact that they're making an update for the Xbox just because this game exists.
Yeah. I mean, in general, I feel a little weird about alphas and betas anyway because, like, you're essentially spending your time doing a job for the video game company, seeking out bugs and playtesting. And then, two, the possibility that you could brick your system over it, that's just not worth it.
Yeah, they tell you right away, and I used to be like all about it. And like even now, I'll see some games and I'll be like, all right, I'll try it out. But now it's like everybody just wants to get their shit out so fast. And even being an alpha beta, it's not the final product, but a lot of these, especially betas, especially open betas, and then add to the fact that the actual game comes out like a week later, that's a pretty finalized product. Like any kind of experience you get from an open beta is pretty much going to be how the game's going to work, unless it's such a
Yeah.
huge problem that delays the game or that requires like a day one update. But more times than not, like that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
I feel kind of weird, like I said. I mean, in general, games aren't released completed anymore,
Yeah.
And I feel kind of, it's good in some ways and it's bad in some ways, Because you see a
Nintendo
game
never.
like Overwatch where they, perpetually have built on it and added new things and like, characters that were designed a certain way play a completely different way now. And that's awesome. But at the same time, sometimes you kind of want to be able to play a game when it comes out.
Right. Yeah, totally. And day one updates, I remember the first company to do that was EA. And people flipped their fucking shit. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, day one DLC, why not include it in the game? Day one
Yeah,
updates,
exactly.
why not include it in the game? Well, now nobody says anything. Like, if we were to keep complaining and stick to our guns, things like this might not happen.
Yeah.
If people weren't so hell-bent on being the first just to touch a game or see a game then other people would be hired, and it would be an actual job title still to test games. So you'd get paid for it. You'd have like a whole nother career path to go on. And these games would be a hell of a lot better because, look, I could either pay a gamer $10 an hour to play my new game to find out the faults, or I can just take 30 people who don't give a shit about my game and just want views on their channel to come play my game. They're going to play it, make an opinion, and never touch it again. They're not going to, leave feedback how to make the game better. And that's what's killing such great games. If they hit that stage, a lot of companies want to listen to us, but we don't say shit. We just play the game and then remain quiet. Like, do us all a favor. If you're going to participate, at least leave one line saying, this is stupid, fix it. And because if everybody says just simple things like, this character is stupid, and they get enough of those, they're going to take the character out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not if they're going to do something. That's
Plus,
why they're doing
there's
it.
no other way we're going to have a plot. There's not going to be a Grandma's Boy 2 if we don't have video game testers.
Exactly. What are they going to do? He just sits at home and joins betas and hope they email him. All right. Well, other than that, have you played anything?
I got back into Rocket League for the first time in a while. Really what got me into it is on WWE, they've been doing a Rocket League tournament.
Really?
Yeah, with like one male wrestler, one female wrestler. They had like a bracket of 8, and they had like a SummerSlam championship match.
Wow, that's some weird marketing.
Yeah, it really is. Well, it's part of they have a video game based podcast now, one of the wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
So it was cool to watch that, and also playing Lucio Ball in Overwatch made me want to go back to playing a good version of soccer.
That's why I don't play Lucio Ball, because Rocket League is there.
Yeah, and it's so much better than Lucio Ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't played that game in so long.
Yeah,
and I loved it. I loved it because the same Overwatch, the competitive. Like, I just loved it.
Yeah.
And then Overwatch came out.
Right. Yeah. And I've been playing some Clash of Clans. Or I'm sorry, not Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, which is thematically similar, but
ritzy.
I don't know. Sometimes I get frustrated with the game because it seems like you only get to a certain level and then you're starting to hit a paywall.
Right. I mean, how long can it... Oh, I guess those games could last forever, but at some point, don't you just... Like, Dave plays these games still, like, since the inception. My girlfriend still plays the first Plants vs. Zombies. Has, like, millions of coins. Even Overwatch has to change, or else... if it was the same game as when it was released, I would get, probably be bored of it a little bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I would bounce back and forth a lot more than just staying on it.
Yeah. And I've been playing NBA 2K17. I actually broke down and switched characters. I was just getting kind of frustrated. I've been doing a rebounding player, and he's like 7'3", 350 pounds. Like, gets all the rebounds, dunks on people, and it's fun.
The ball first.
But he's slow as shit, and you can't do any of the cool stuff. You're just grabbing rebounds and it's like being like a sophomore and playing against like 6th graders.
Yeah.
So I switched up to a dunking mode, and now I'm trying to grind through and get my badges back. The different perks and stuff.
Now, does this information transfer over to 18?
It's not going to.
So
you have to start anew.
Grinding on 17, or are you going to actually start playing 18?
I don't think I'm going to get 18. I think I might actually get NBA Live this year. Just because I want to support a different franchise, just so that there's some competition, so they're motivated to do something new.
Right. True, because if they fail, then we have one fucking basketball franchise.
Exactly. And I think NBA 2K is a good game, but it could be so much better, and there's so much stupid shit that's involved in the game that could be improved, and they don't, because they don't have competition. So
by default, they're yearly. I don't think if they wanted to be, they could not be yearly. Like they couldn't be like, hey, let's just support this like we do with like Battlefield and shit for another
Yeah.
year, and then completely sell out because we went a whole year without. Like Assassin's Creed, guaranteed. When that game comes out, it's gonna sell probably more than any of the other ones because
Oh yeah, for
it's
sure.
been so long that people don't feel like they're just getting DLC put on a disc.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned Overwatch, so I want to get into Overwatch. You reminded me that a new map trailer came out, so I saw it. It's
Yeah.
pretty sweet looking. I'm not a fan of Horizon Lunar Dawn. I love Eichenwald, and I think I'm going to love this one. It's another escort map, which we needed.
Yeah.
It's in Junkertown. Nice. That's a cool car. And then you said, I didn't even know that not only is Junkrat getting tweaked, but Roadhog, somebody who's every single update, something happens to Roadhog. When will they? They're like almost making them weaker and weaker and weaker every time.
Yeah, it's been really bad lately. I mean, like, after the Hook 2.0, it's been more and more downhill, but I think with this update, it's going to be pretty awesome. So what's going to happen is his health boost, he's going to take 50% less damage, and he's going to be able to be mobile while getting health back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is just like Bastion's walking and healing. That is a game changer, especially because he's only a good tank when he's charging up when it comes to helping everybody else because he is a wall.
Yeah, exactly.
And now he is Symmetra's shield for a little bit.
Yeah, like I always say to people who are just starting out with him, okay, Reinhardt has a shield, Roadhog is a shield.
Yes, that is absolutely true.
Yeah.
And then what about Junkrat? I don't even know what they could do with Junkrat. They've done it all. The last update took away his self-damage.
Yeah. Well, with this new update, he's going to be able to throw 2 concussion bombs at the same time.
What?
Yeah.
But just by default, like 2 go out instead of 1?
Yeah. No, he can throw 1 and then throw another one.
Oh, so
and then the first one detonates.
So it'll be a numbered cooldown, kind of like Symmetra's turrets.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's gonna make him like people who play Junkrat are gonna be way better. Like,
yeah, and they say they're doing it for mobility, so he'll be able to get to higher points on the map.
Oh, right.
Because, you can do what you do at the start of a lot of points is set down a bomb, and then, once the doors open, you detonate that bomb, and then set another bomb and detonate. Now you'll be able to set a bomb, detonate a third bomb.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so, and then 2, they're also boosting his rip tire. So it's going to be able to climb a lot easier, and it's not going to be blocked by walls.
Like, what do you mean?
So, like, I saw a video of him getting in Eichenwald from, like, the opening point to, like, where the door gets knocked down.
With
like
the tire?
With the rib tire, like it can travel really far now. Like it can go up over walls. Like there's almost nothing that stops it.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Quite a boost.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So it looks like it's just going to be a fun time because Deva is getting an enormous. I gotta say, I guess it's a buff. What they're doing is they're taking the defense matrix and they're saying they're not nerfing Deva. They're nerfing her ability. Same fucking thing,
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're taking the defense matrix and they're making it require twice as much power. That's another way of saying it lasts half as long. All right?
Yeah.
So you don't get as much of it. That sucks, but you can now shoot while you're dashing, which makes a difference, especially if you're going after someone like Pharah in the air. Right now, all you have is the boop. Like, try to knock her.
Yeah.
and then try to maybe get above her and then start shooting while you fall. But now you can actually like just hold the trigger and just be like shooting as you go. And what I didn't tell you is they're adding another power to Deva, and it is a missile salvo. Like a bunch of missiles shoot out of her and go for a target. Now, the best part is that you can use this salvo at the same time you're using any of her powers. So you could hold the trigger of the gun and just go, 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 go. While you're holding the trigger, dash. And then while you're holding the dash, push the salvo. So you just shoot missiles, dash, all while shooting.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So Deva is... that's something that they could have maybe held off on because she's at a point where she is still, like, if you know Deva, she's a powerhouse. I get bored with her. I'm glad they're adding another power because just like Symmetra, like, she needed something else. Shooting and absorbing shit and then a nuke every once in a while, it's like never was good enough for me.
Yeah, now we need something from McCree.
Yeah.
I've been complaining about that constantly. Dude, I hate his ultimate so much. So much.
Yeah. I don't know. He's just one of those dudes where I'll never really play him.
Yeah.
They got to do... they couldn't do anything with McCree to make me want to play him. Unless his ult was like... didn't have a cooldown.
Or... that would be incredible. If they could do something like maybe the roll or the flashbang, like the way Genji's works, like if you get a kill after a flashbang, if the flashbang reset, that would make him powerful.
Right. That is sweet. And that would be... then he could non-stop... wait, no, I know what you're saying. Because Genji can't just non-stop. Only if he kills every single person with it.
Yeah, only if he gets a kill every time.
That would be interesting. But I know a lot of dudes who would just have nonstop flashbangs then.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so those changes are the Junkrat and Roadhog in PTR. Like, are those changes already? Are they?
Oh,
in the PTR?
yeah, those have already been implemented in PTR, along with a new game mode. We talked about that yet?
We mentioned it. Well, I don't know really the details of it.
Deathmatch.
I don't know if there's some twist because just saying deathmatch with Overwatch doesn't work in my head.
Well, there's going to be team-based deathmatch and then free-for-all.
Is it just DPS characters?
No, it's going to be everybody, but with Mercy, revives actually take away from the other team's skill count.
Nice, that's cool. But okay, I could see deathmatch is just like skirmish, which is cool. Do it how many by death. But when it comes to like the all for everyone for themselves, there's absolutely characters that no one is gonna pick.
Yeah,
ever. And like ever. Zenyatta,
I think it's gonna clean up quick play.
It could, yeah, for sure. All those people, yes, you're right. All those people who just want to do that. Because lately, that's all I do is if I'm playing solo and I join quick match, it's just a bunch of DPS guys. Nobody gives a shit about tanks or healers.
Yep.
But now, and I've been playing competitive, and it's nicer. It's better than quick match now because people like actually do that shit.
Yeah, they care about winning. They actually play for the objectives. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so let's get off of Overwatch. Let's get into this GameStop because we like to bash a lot of things here, and GameStop seems to be an easy target, especially nowadays.
Yeah. I can't wait for GameStop to die a horrible death, personally. I hate them so much. But they have ended their Circle of Life program.
All employees die.
I'm sorry, what?
I said all employees die.
Yeah, exactly. There's no more. Everyone's infertile now, and everyone has cancer. Essentially, the Circle of Life program mandated that at least 30% of sales had to be from used games, and if they weren't, then stores faced fines and employees would lose their jobs. So they were trying to basically force people to either you sell the used games or you get fired. So it led to a lot of underhanded practices. People would sell used games and tell people they were new. A lot of dirty stuff happened because people were trying to keep their jobs.
Like, is that where that GameStop new thing came from?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they would just, they'd give you a used game and try to tell you it was new.
Okay, so they rip us off, obviously.
Yeah.
I've bought a PlayStation 3 from a guy who was about to get ripped off from GameStop. They don't like when you do that, but they can't stop you if you wait outside. Or
Yep.
if you go to the person and be like, listen, before you sell it, let me talk to you outside.
Yeah.
You will score some great shit. But with that being said, we all know that they're going to just rip us off on the price and then totally rip everybody else off selling it used for $5 less than new. This program sounds like they're just openly admitting it because they're like, okay, once we buy it from somebody, it doesn't belong to the publisher anymore. It belongs to us. So now we want to undercut them and sell only our stuff, or you get fired.
Because their profit margin's so gigantic on used games, they're trying to force people to sell the used games.
Okay. So what's changed? That whole thing is gone?
No, yeah, they're just trying to sell games now. And if you notice, they've really diversified the merchandise. They have a huge pop section now. They have a huge fandom section because games being sold in a store are going the way of the dinosaur,
Yeah. That's obvious if you walk into any GameStop. I mean, there was like a huge gap of time between visits. And recently I went into GameStop, and it is like, it's not video games that you see right away. It is the merchandise,
Funko Pops,
the toys, the pops. So they definitely have shifted focus. I mean, they can't, once discs are done, I mean, what are they going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can't
die horrible deaths while we all laugh.
I mean, and now the fact that Microsoft is about to let us, which is also in the Insider Club, you can return your games just like Steam within 2 hours if you played less than 2 hours, or 2 weeks. I think you can return
that's
the
awesome.
game for a full refund. So now you
Wow.
won't get ripped off selling, like walking out of the store, realizing the game sucks, turning around an hour later, and getting more than or less than 50% for the game.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time, and I think that it's the Atari. The Atari is going to be the first new console that's going to be completely digital.
Oh,
And that's
wow.
that's going by the pictures that they released. There's no disk drive.
Nice.
It's going to support current, but there's no disk drive. And that's what Xbox originally wanted, and everybody flipped their fucking wig.
Yeah.
And it was mainly, remember they said people were having a hissy fit about having to be online all the time to play games?
Yeah.
They still do that. That is happening, and everybody just doesn't care. Like, it just happened. Like, you can't play any game without being on the internet.
Yeah, it's true.
Xbox 360 you can. So, yeah, fucking GameStop. Sooner or later they'll be done, and that's cool because I've got that Soldier Pop, and it'll just go up in value when GameStop doesn't exist.
Nice.
All right, well, For Honor, a game that was actually pretty beautiful. It had a great concept. It's fun when it's in your favor.
Yeah.
Did you ever you played that game, right?
Yeah, I tried the free preview when it first came out.
Right. And it had the server issues.
Yeah, exactly.
The horrible server issues that never got fixed. I don't even know if they're fixed now. It's sad because I thought the game looked just awesome.
Yeah, and the concept was sweet.
Yeah, everybody I know that had it, like, they either don't play it or they sold the game back.
Yeah.
Well, you would think that they would do something because they've done other things to make up for their mishaps. This one, I can't even believe that well, I don't know, enough time hasn't passed. I don't think this is okay at all. So they had, for this broken ass game, tournaments like esports,
Yeah.
which is okay.
Oh,
Like
wow.
if you've ever played it, you could see how they can do something like that. But if
Yeah.
you've ever played it, you can see how could they do something like this. So they have this tournament, and usually when a game has things in it that would break the tournament or give you an advantage or let you cheat, they ban it. They'll just say, "Oh, okay, this character in this version of the game does this," and they can exploit it. No one can be this character during the tournaments, or no one can choose this level during the tournaments because people
It's like
are
no odd
colorblind.
job when you're playing GoldenEye.
Right. So For Honor goes ahead and has their tournament, and there is a glitch in the combat system, and certain characters can exploit this glitch way easier, and the glitch pretty much makes your hits unblockable.
Oh, wow.
So I don't even, I don't even need to get into all the tech part of it. The fact is, this exists, and they not only didn't ban it from the tournament, like picking those characters that would do that, the guy who won the tournament was doing that. They admitted he was doing that, acknowledged that he was doing that, and still awarded him the $10,000 pot.
Wow.
That's absurd, and I hope people are smart enough to sue them. That's I can't be allowed in any kind of code of honor in tournaments.
Yeah. That seems really I mean, and kudos for him for figuring out how to exploit the system. But how do you let that big of an oversight slip your mind? I mean, you're putting together a tournament.
It couldn't have, because it's one of the most well-known things, well-known enough for this guy and other people to master it and use it. And they didn't even it's not like he just played one match and then won the thing. Like, he played multiple matches to get that far, and he was doing this the whole time. And it's
Wow.
like, instead of people doing anything, they're like, "Oh well, it's in the game, you could do it." And it's just one of those things that just, I don't understand how it can just be okay.
No, that's a pretty massive thing to miss. Like,
They are
and
gonna
then
patch it.
even if you see it after the first time, like, you gotta do something about that. Like, okay, there's one round gone, and you see there's a bunch of people doing this exploit. Then change the rules, make the exploit illegal.
Yeah, you can easily not do something. If they're like, "Don't do it," then don't do it. I mean, everything's
Yeah.
recorded anyways. I mean, look at Overwatch. They don't even let their new characters in competitive until it's kind of like sank in.
Yeah.
It's they have their PTR. They have things that would stop this. And if something ever happened, like Reinhardt ramming people through walls, they would never allow Reinhardt to be picked in a tournament setting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's I don't know. I mean, I don't even know who to blame on this one, because it can't be Ubisoft. They make great games sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes.
that's just some kind of Nintendo shit.
Yeah.
All right, there's something that you sent that personally I think that every gamer, you need this. You've always wanted it, and you can have it by backing it.
Yeah, I think I mean, it's a little bit pricey. It's $80 including shipping, but it's a controller for every system. Everything. There's 15 different drivers built in. You can switch between drivers to play, Nintendo. You can play 360. You can use it to control your television. It'll make toast for you. I mean, this thing freaking does everything.
Toast is great.
Yeah, and it has 2 additional buttons on the back for button mapping. You can map out combos. It actually has like a little personal display on the front. I mean, this is the controller that like every video game player's wanted.
Yeah, this, and I got from experience, I mean, on the Xbox first-party controllers, though ergonomically, I think that's the word I'm looking for, are great. The quality is shit. I am on like my 5th Xbox first-party branded controller, but between those, I had bought a third-party controller. That's a wired one, and the thing, I only use it. I only use it because it's just crap. So when it comes to third-party controllers, like, I am all in because they're focusing on the controller. Xbox and PlayStation, they don't give a fuck. PlayStation's
no, they don't.
But Xbox, especially, they don't give a shit. Like, whatever happens after you push the button once, not their problem.
Yep.
This does look fantastic.
Yeah.
I think just the fact that you can go from like playing your Xbox to playing, I don't play mobile games, but I would if I had a good controller.
Yeah, for sure.
All the emulations that are coming out now, and then just going right to your PC. I think this is going to be huge.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Right, it looks quality. They have that screen, I'm sure, is going to be a touch screen because the PS4's centerpiece.
Yeah.
I'm sure no third-party controller. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I've never bought a third-party PlayStation 4 controller, but this is great. Hopefully, people don't. All right, people will mod this thing. People are going to buy this thing and they're going to take it apart. And I think their main thing they're going to try to do, if it's not secretly already available, is be able to plug in a keyboard and mouse, and from the controller do it reverse. Because you can use it to replace your keyboard and mouse. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that could be a gateway to more people having keyboard and mouse on consoles.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is cool. Kickstarter hasn't pumped out anything that I've thought is great until like now. I mean, recently. Yeah.
I mean, there's always Super Troopers.
Super Troopers coming soon. I don't know how it's like 25 years later.
Yeah, that's sort of the problem. Is like, and now there's a lot of expectation build up. I mean, didn't expect anything with the original.
Yeah, and those dudes, Broken Lizard, have a certain sense of humor that barely broke through in the early 2000s when they were relevant. I like some of their stuff. Super Troopers to me wasn't even their best work, but everybody, like, that's how, like, their humor is just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like American Monty Python almost.
Yeah.
Not really, but like if you've never seen it, don't go based on that. I'm saying just the part that I just don't get it. But yeah, then add that to the whole 20 years of just this movie being out. Like, what else have they done between then and now?
I mean, I thought Club Dread was okay. It wasn't great.
That was still back then. I thought that was great. I thought it was cool. I liked it.
Beer Fest was pretty good.
Beer Fest was cool. See, Beer Fest would have been a one that I would have thought they would have made a sequel for.
Yeah. One that a lot of people don't talk about, and I think it was real underrated, was Dukes of Hazzard.
Really? The remake?
Yeah. Jay Chandrasekhar was the director of that, and like all the guys had cameos.
Ah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all. I never saw that movie. It was Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, with Johnny Knoxville and what was that, Sean William Scott, I think.
Yeah, Stifler.
Yeah. I thought that was worth seeing.
Yeah, well, maybe I will now. So
and Slam and Salmon sucked. I wouldn't watch that.
Kinder Podcast said something about a restaurant and a fish.
Yeah,
Slam and Salmon.
That's essentially
I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah, it was like their version of Waiting, and it just didn't hit.
Waiting with Dane Cook. All right, there was something. I'm trying to find it. If I can't, I'm going to try to remember. Okay, it'll be easy to remember. Raiders of the Broken Planet. Did you ever play that game?
No, I haven't.
All right, the beta was recently. I don't know. I honestly didn't. I wasn't wowed by it. It was like a mix of Borderlands and Gears of War, very cover based, some Destiny elements. Well, it turns out that the game is going to be free with microtransactions. So the game is they're trying the MOBA approach where you're going to have the game and either you'll just get like 2 or 3 characters that you can choose and you have to buy packs or buy the other characters.
Yeah.
Or if they're going to rotate characters, I don't know, but I got an email saying that when it comes out, it's going to be free. You can buy it in its preview part, or I think you can pre-order it now, and you get like a bunch of extra shit. Like, I think there's a package that just if you buy it now, you'll get everything free forever, which is stupid. And don't fall for forever. I mean, how long is this game going to be supported?
Yeah.
You don't even know. So if you're interested, just know that when it does come out, I don't even care to give you the information, anybody. But it's going to be a free-to-play game.
Nice. I think I'm going to hold out for Borderlands 3.
Is there going to be a Borderlands 3?
They've talked about it. It's still just, more so in development and production. But at some point, I think the second game is really set up to where there will be a third game. So it's just a matter of time.
I'm still waiting for a sequel to Rise.
Yeah, that game should have a sequel.
And then what out there? Quantum Break will. Did you play Quantum Break?
I don't know why, but I stopped playing it. I enjoyed it. I don't remember why I stopped playing it.
I love that game. It's good.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Great. It's such a realistic time travel game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can talk about the Switch getting sued because of the controller. Some companies suing them saying whatever, but who gives a shit?
Who gives a Switch?
Who gives a Switch? Do you have anything else you'd like to say to the audience?
Nothing I can really think of. Oh, you know what? I played, oh, Christ, what was that game? Oh, Trials Fusion.
Oh, yeah, one of the free games of the month for Xbox.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I just hadn't played it in a while, but I forgot how fun and, intricate that game is.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a really good time.
Yeah, it's cool. Then they also gave us that unicorn. Have you tried the unicorn with the cat riding?
No, I didn't know how to unlock it.
It's not unlocked?
No, I've just been doing career mode, and I can't play as it.
Oh, okay. Try online. If you go online, you'll be able to pick it.
Oh, okay.
The online's kind of cool. Like some of the maps, it's just you, and then just when I was playing, it was just me. But you would just see the thing behind him where he is. But then the last one, we were both on the map.
Oh, nice.
It was weird. That's a cool game. I did like it. I had it for 360. Yeah. And did you play Red Faction?
No, I didn't know that was out.
For 360. I never
Space
played it until
Asshole.
now. It's like what? What'd you say?
Space Asshole. Dude, there's a music video for Red Faction called Space Asshole. And it's just it's this guy singing the song Space Asshole and him just coming up and hitting people with his giant hammer and just sending them flying. It's the funniest thing in the world. I'll put it up on GameFix.
Oh, that's cool.
Later tonight.
Yeah, that's a fun game. It's almost everything is destructible.
Yeah.
It's I don't even use the guns. I see guys in a building and I just go break all the corners of the building and just let it fall down.
Yeah, it's like Rampage.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of game.
Yeah, I like that one. I think I ended up getting it for $5 or $6 at GameStop, oddly enough.
Oh, well now it's free, backwards compatible on Xbox One.
Awesome.
PlayStation. All right. I guess that will wrap things up. I feel like playing some Overwatch, so if anybody wants to join us.
Nice.
I'm including Link. I guess you have to play now because it's on the record.
Yeah, I never missed a chance to be Doomfist.
Yes. Oh, dude, you're such a good Dimfist. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Totally. All right. Well, without further ado, do you have anything else you would like to say?
Keep it crispy.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Peace.
I love you all.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Adios, turd nuggets.